Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to be ranking all of the music discs in Minecraft as of the Chase the Skies 1.21.7 update. Let's get into it. Special thank you to Not Telling You Skelly for this tier list. You can find it on tierlistmaker.com and I'll include a link in the description below. Make your own and show me. Post it in your Discord. Tag me. Alright, so first up we have 13, which is a very odd music disc. And it's very atonal, very weird, not one that I really enjoy. Very interesting musically, though. I will give them credit for that. And there's a story that's being told, and I appreciate some good lore, so I'll put it over a B. Next, we have Cat. Cat is one of my favorite songs and one of my favorite music discs in all of Minecraft. It is absolutely what I think of when I think of Minecraft music. It encapsulates everything. I mean, C418 is one of the absolute best tracks in all of video game music. I absolutely adore this. This is on my personal Spotify playlist. I listen to this all the time. Cat, S tier. Next up, we have Blocks. Blocks is definitely another weird one, but one that I actually enjoy. It just takes a little bit to get going. It really, but once it settles in, it's a really nice song, really nice track. Real easy listening, just like the rest of Minecraft music. So we'll put it at A. Next up, we have another classic, Chirp. This is another one made by C418, another one that's from the original soundtrack. It's been in the game forever, and if you enjoy Minecraft, you'll probably enjoy this. I'm going to put it at S tier. This one's also on my Spotify playlist. So next we have Far. Far is one of those music discs that definitely takes a while to get going, and I think it does have some very interesting melodic elements, and it's kind of got a little bit of like a lo-fi, something going on that lower end, a little bit of grain thrown in there, and it makes it very interesting to listen to. I think that in terms of Minecraft music, it absolutely knocks it out of the park, and for that reason, I want to put it in S tier. However, me personally, I'm not a huge fan of this one. I think it takes way too long to get up and running here, and once you kind of get into the main actual part of the song, it's kind of already almost over. Because it is so short and it takes so long to get there, I'm going to put it down in B tier. Next up here, we have Mall. Mall is a very nice, calming track. Kind of sounds like you're underwater. It's almost like Minecraft's underwater theme. Definitely one that I think can stand on its own as its own music, not even just as a video game track. There's a lot of other Minecraft tracks that can stand on its own and do stand on their own as just legitimate songs. And it's because of the enjoyment of this one that I put it at A. And the reason why I'm going with A instead of S is because I feel like it feels a little bland. It's kind of lacking its own identity. It sounds like the underwater music, but it's just those classy keys that you hear elsewhere, especially throughout the other tracks that we'll get into later in the video. Speaking of uniqueness, next up we have Melohi, which features a Mellotron, which is a sound that I really enjoy. It is very slow though, it's very melancholic. It's the point of the track, it does what it needs to do, and it's not bad. It is something that I like listening to, and especially if you're kind of into lo-fi, that kind of stuff, maybe something that's a little bit more up your alley. For that reason, I'm putting it at a B tier. Stall is weird. It's not a bad track. I just kind of question why it's in Minecraft. It kind of doesn't fit with the texture of any of the other music discs. However, it is a song that I really enjoy, and it's a song that I think can, again, stand on its own outside of Minecraft, and for that reason, I'm putting it at A tier. Strahd, in typical Minecraft fashion, also takes a while to develop, but once it does, it is a beautiful, tropical, steel pan just every sound that you like, every sound that you enjoy is included in one track. You know, Minecraft music suffers from taking a while to kind of build up and get to the point where you're actually feeling like it is a fully developed track. Part of that is so that way you kind of get lured into it while you're playing the game, but the other part of that is to capture kind of the essence of building that song versus building something in the game. And I think this track does that very, very well, and I think that it encompasses kind of that Minecraft aesthetic very well. And for that reason, I'm putting Strahd at an A. Ward does not suffer from the same problems that Minecraft music has. Immediately it hits you with something that's recognizable, something that's identifiable, and then gets into its own sound. And in my opinion, kind of captures that dark undertone feeling a lot better than Melohi even does. And for that reason, I'm going to put it higher than Melohi. I'm going to put it at A rank. Next up, we have 11. 11 is very, very strange. In fact, the Minecraft wiki has its own lore about the track 11. It says 11 begins with vinyl static, followed by the sounds of someone walking on or breaking stone blocks, heavy breathing, and rustling. Haunting background noises are heard throughout the recording, resembling the ambient sound effects that play in the game's caves. After the background noises quiet down for a moment, metallic clinking or scraping noises can be heard, following by coughing, sounds of page turning, then more clicking or scraping. The background noises resume more loudly, and the sounds of faster footsteps or breaking stone blocks can be heard, which accelerate until they are replaced with dirt sounds, and the background noises approach. A loud, distorted noise is heard roughly, just as the recording abruptly stops. At this point, only one quiet, beeping vinyl static and hissing noise, and the track ends. 11 plays for exactly 1 minute, 11 seconds, and 11 milliseconds. And, in the game, it emits a redstone signal of 11. Very, very weird track, but has a very cool story to it. Not music, and for that reason, it's going to go low on this list, but it is not the absolute bottom. We are going to put 11 at D tier. Wait is another one of my absolute all-time favorites. I just love the way that it develops into this like percussive, kind of Latin, kind of synthy. It's a very interesting sound, and in my opinion, again, kind of encapsulates what Minecraft music is and can stand on its own as its own song. For that reason, especially since it's one of my favorites, Wait is going to go up at S tier. So that does bring us to the end of the C418 tracks that are music discs in Minecraft, and obviously he's done pretty damn well for himself, as you can see. Next up, we have tracks that have come from the Minecraft movie and tracks that have come just from various updates. For the longest time, this is what we had, and these discs were absolutely great. You can see a lot of them are really, really, really highly ranked, and a lot of them are ones that are on my personal playlist, basically with the exception of 11. But let's go ahead and get into these other tracks. So the first of those other tracks is Other Side. This is a very, very, very good track. This is one that I absolutely love, and I love that it's kind of building up to this big crescendo at the end. If you listen to it with good headphones, you can really hear how the bass is mixed, and I absolutely love that. Because it's one that's on my personal playlist, much like the others, this is S tier. We have Pig Step. I know a lot of people like Pig Step. I don't think it's bad. I just don't necessarily know if it's the best. And listen, you can be good among a group of greats, okay? But that still means that among that group of greats, you are average. So I know I am going to get ripped apart for this in the comments. I can hear you typing away furiously on your keyboards now. But I am not deterred, and so Pigstep goes to C. Not bad, not good, average, middle of the road. It's still among a group of greats. Still among a group of greats. Okay? Okay. Next from 1.19, we have 5. 5 is another one of those discs with a story behind it. I like discs that have a story behind them. It's not bad, and obviously it tells the story of the Warden, fits in with the 1.19 update. You get it from the ancient cities, so it all makes sense. There's a little bit of music. There's a little bit of music, but not much. You take it away. You take it away, but again, you're telling a story, and I like that. In my opinion, it's the 1.19 version of 11. This one is also numbered. It's 5. So I'm going to treat them very similar, and this is going to go on D tier. Now, this is about where my Minecraft music disc knowledge kind of runs out. At this point, everything that I'm hearing is completely new to me, and so you are getting my honest first reactions to these songs. First up here, we have Relic by Aaron Sharoff. This one was added a few years ago, and this one I really enjoy. It's really, really good to listen to. It kind of starts off feeling a little bit like medieval, and then gets into a little bit more kind of developed and like heavy percussion and very heavily mixed. It kind of, again, kind of builds into this and evolves over time. And I think that's very interesting, knowing that this disc is gone through the archaeology that they added to the game. You get this by going to one of the trail ruins. And so I think that's very interesting. I think there's a lot of storytelling being told with the song, a lot of it that may not be seen all the time. Now, that being said, this is music from Minecraft Legends that has been kind of recycled into this game, and I don't think there's anything wrong with taking music that you've already made and kind of remixing it and revamping it and using the same motifs and things like that. But I mean, this is the exact same melody from Minecraft Legends, and in my opinion, I would rather just the music come directly from Minecraft Legends and then we get something original here in this disc. So, because there is that downside, it is still something that I enjoy, but again, there are some drawbacks with it, so I'm going to put it at B tier. Next, we have another Lena Raine track. This is Creator. This was added a few years ago and is one that, again, I really enjoy as a song. However, I'm not necessarily sure that it really fits the Minecraft vibe. It's definitely interesting, and it's well written, and it's something, again, that I enjoy listening to as a standalone track. But Minecraft to me has always been this kind of lo-fi, it's been this kind of chiptune, it's been this kind of 8-bit, stuff like that, and this track doesn't really have that. It does have like these MIDI guitar sounds that I'm not a huge fan of. I'd rather you just get on a guitar and shred. A lot of people have said that this kind of sounds like the song is telling a story, like if, you know, like a child's music box is kind of how it opens up. I think that's interesting, but again, I just really don't think that this fits in Minecraft. I don't think that this is like that Minecraft kind of sound. So I might get chewed up for this, I don't know, but I'm gonna put it at C tier. It's gonna be like Pigstep, I think. So this is interesting to me because this is the music box version of Creator, which I like a lot more, actually. I think it definitely feels a little bit more Minecrafty in the sense that it's a very simple melody that's playing, but again, it still feels a little hi-fi for my taste. Not bad, definitely better than its predecessor, the actual Creator disc. So I'm gonna put this at B tier. Precipice sounds like if Christmas music and synthwave had a baby. I'm not sure that I'm displeased with it, but I'm not sure that I'm a fan of it, especially when it comes to Minecraft and that kind of audio texture that everybody wants and the sounds that you expect to hear. Again, 8-bit chiptune, not here. And it opens up with these big bells that kind of sound like Christmas music. I'm recording this in late August. It is way too early to be thinking about Christmas music. And for that reason, Precipice gets a C for Christmas. And so here we are, the final 2 discs, the most recent music disc additions to Minecraft. What are we going to get? Again, I am hearing these for the absolute first time, so I'm very, very, very excited to listen to these. But before I get into that, if you haven't already, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe, hit that bell icon so that way you're notified. Let's go ahead and listen to these last 2 songs. Tears is definitely one of the more interesting ones. In terms of getting it, you get it by hitting a ghast out of the sky with a player-deflected fireball, which isn't necessarily the hardest thing to do in the world, but it does kind of give us a clue into the theme of this track, if you couldn't tell by the remixed ghast sounds. It does definitely fit more into the Minecraft kind of sphere, the Minecraft sound, than the more recent tracks that have been added. However, it feels like something that I'd find on YouTube. It feels like a fan remix, not necessarily something that would be in the game. I like it. I like how you get it. I like that it's different than getting it from all the other music discs. It's just not one that I'm a huge, huge fan of. And for that reason, it's going to go in B tier. And lastly, we have Lava Chicken, F tier. F. And that completes our very first video game music tier list video. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you watched this far, then it means that you really enjoyed it. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and bell icon so that way you get notified whenever I post. I stream all the time. I am live multiple times a week over at twitch.tv/EraV1. You can find me posting YouTube videos here every few weeks. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you comment below what video game you want me to go over next. If this video gets 5 likes, I will go ahead and do whichever video game the top comment is. 5 likes. I know you guys can do it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. My headphones are falling off my head, and that means that it is time for me to go. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. I love you all.